It's a dull, dreary day, and you possibly contribute more to it. Well, I'm sure you all experience Monday blues when you get up in the morning and try to get to work. Well, we can change that scenario for ourselves if we decide to change our choice of words. Yes, if you want more validation at your workplace, if you seek greater admiration from your immediate circle, be it your friends, your extended family, then changing your words, the choice of words which you use to express your thoughts, probably is the easiest way to change the way the day is looking for you. So go ahead, try our 7 days, 7 words challenge and see how you can become an impressive orator. Well, I spoke about the fact that we often ourselves are responsible for making it a dull and dreary day, which means, let's get into the first word, guilty as charged. So, guilty as charged essentially means you are responsible for whatever it is that you're going through or whatever it is that people are accusing you of. So, if someone says, late as always, you've not come on time again today, Chhaya, so there I could respond by saying, guilty as charged, but this time in my defense, the traffic added to my delay. So when I opened my response by saying guilty as charged, I'm accepting the accusation that I'm always late, okay, and that's the accusation which somebody hurled at me, and I accepted it by saying guilty as charged. So it need not be a very heavy duty accusation. It can also be something very light and in the fun zone. So guilty as charged is kind of an expression of acceptance that whatever are the charges leveled against me, I'm guilty of it and accepting it. Often, the reason why discussions get dragged or why people, tend to ramble on is because nobody reminds them that we need to speak in a concise, crisp, to the point manner. Okay? If you're the moderator or if you are in a capacity that you can ask people to get to the point, okay, you could use a very interesting expression called let's cut to the chase. So the next word for this lesson is let's cut to the chase. Cut to the chase essentially means coming to the point or long story short. Okay, so instead of dragging on a discussion and trying to get to the main point, we can always say let's cut to the chase and talk straight about what is the core of the issue or the main message or discussion point. I spent hours considering a proposal just to see if that project is worth my consideration or whether I want to take it forward. What is it that I'm doing exactly? Let me give you one more instance to understand the situation or the setup better. I spent a day, I got a job offer, okay. I thought about it, I was wondering whether to go for this option, whether this works for me, whether the change is worth it currently, considering that I'm enjoying my current job, should I really go for this? Again, what is it that I'm doing? Basically, I'm carefully inspecting my circumstances so that I could act accordingly. This is known as circumspection. So, most decisions in life call for due circumspection before we take the actual action. Let's consider this word in the larger scheme of things. Let's talk about Operation Sindoor. It was a befitting response to a heinous act of terrorism. But it was not done on a whim. We did not immediately give a knee-jerk reaction to the terrorist attack. What exactly did the government do? It basically carefully considered all its options, okay, considered the circumstances, and then acted with prudence. This is known as circumspection. So any important decision in life demands circumspection. Nikhil Kamath and Nitin Kamath. Two names which are probably making waves today simply because of their industriousness. Basically, the ability to convert a small business idea into possibly a massive enterprise. And with Zerodha, they definitely are a name to reckon with today. And we all are aware of these two industrialists, rocking it in the business world as well as, in the world of Twitter. And they are opinionated, and rightly so, because they've earned their place, in this world. And they have earned it simply through their industriousness. Industriousness is a skill or a talent to build an enterprise. Okay, the word industry is very much a part of this overall word, which means that you have the enterprise skill, or the skill to build a world-class enterprise. Okay, the business acumen, if I may say. So industriousness, the ability to transform your skill into a business enterprise, and a successful one at that. A related or connected application of the word industriousness is also related to hard work or diligence. For example, if you're talking about an employee and praising him for his skill, his talent, his hard work, his diligence, you can say it is his industriousness which has got him this far. The next word is a word probably each one of us should be able to associate with, and this is one skill or one trait which will hold you in good stead in tough times. The word is tenacity. Tenacity is the ability to pull through a tough situation just by keeping your head steady, your feet firmly on the ground, and your eyes on your ultimate objective. So tenacity is something that keeps you going. Your persistence, your ability to withstand the opposing forces, and the ability to pull through regardless of the obstacles. So if you face a lot of headwinds in life, tenacity is the single most skill to hold on to, so that you can, pull through that tough situation. The next one is something which we all should be aware of, simply because in every capacity that we function, be it as a mother, or as, an entrepreneur, or simply as a professional, we do try to influence decisions, okay, within our immediate sphere or circle of people. Now, suppose I'm, selling a shampoo, and my product is a shampoo, and I'm trying to reach out to a customer through an ad. I want to influence his decisions to the extent that he switches from his current product to my product. Now, to make that happen, I have to somewhere touch a chord, either emotionally or mentally, with my audience or my customer base. So, when I am trying to influence someone's thinking ability by interpreting something in a particular way so that I could frame it accordingly, that is known as cognitive framing. Cognitive means thinking ability related to the brain, and framing means the way we actually design it or interpret it so that it kind of evokes the desired action or the outcome. So coming back to our shampoo product, okay, if at all, I want to touch a chord somewhere with the high profile women at the workplace, women who are out there, grinding it, trying to make it, but they know it's not easy, it doesn't come easy. Okay, so women who are trying to rule the roost at the corporate world, and they are, day in, day out, working towards it. I probably could, associate that product with power, or that product with, something that they can resonate with, like going to one of the products, L'Oreal. They talk about
"You're worth it."
that's their tagline. So when you make the product aspirational, people feel that, wow, it's aspirational, it's me, and I'm trying to make it big. So I definitely deserve this product. Okay, I have earned it. So automatically, instead of talking about the typical features of what a shampoo would do to your hair, in terms of its shine, in terms of the way your hair falls, or the way you can maintain your glorious mane, I actually talk about something totally different, not related to the shampoo at all. Yet I have done interesting cognitive framing. So when I'm able to think through and frame or interpret something in a particular manner, that's known as cognitive framing. The last word in the list today in our 7 days, 7 words challenge is growth orientation. Easier said than done. Often we feel that we have a mindset which embraces change, we have a mindset which embraces or accepts different circumstances. Not true, trust me. Growth orientation demands that we tune our mind to the manner or the direction that, come what may, whatever hurdles I'm faced with, whatever choices perplex me, I will still keep my focus towards growth and self development and positivity. So, a mindset which is focused on constant learning, a mindset which is focused on constant upgradation, a mindset which drives towards self development is a growth oriented mindset. Okay, growth orientation is today probably the single most frame of mind which will get you to places and which will not keep you complacent. Like the textbook case here would be AI, okay, artificial intelligence. It's all over the place. It's kind of controlling our lives these days. But if we keep a positive frame of mind and keep a growth oriented mindset, automatically we will look at it as something which, AI is something which will fuel our growth, or how we can take leverage from that tool rather than considering it to be something which is a threat, for our jobs, for our existence, and upgrade ourselves, keep a learning mindset, keep a positive mindset. So, growth orientation, probably the only single most factor which will lead to success, especially at the workplace. At English Excellence with Chhaya, we not only teach you interesting vocabulary, we also tell you how to apply it. Become a part of our universe of students and you will see a world of difference, okay, in the way you communicate. These interesting lessons become a lot more meaningful when you are a part of our enriching sessions. So we look forward to you contacting us at the coordinates given here so that you can make a more meaningful contribution to your immediate sphere of influence, be it your social circle, workplace, or wherever it is that you choose to deploy these words and sound more interesting in your vocabulary usage. So take up this challenge in the meanwhile and tell us interesting sentences in the comment section so that you can start applying this immediately. Happy learning at English Excellence with Chhaya.